Hey YouTube, my name is Kayla Rain, and today I'm doing the Sisterhood of the World's Vlogger Award book tag. That's a mouthful, probably got it wrong. So I was tagged by Rihanna from Little Library forever ago, and I'm just now getting to this tag because I've just been awful about doing tags lately, guys. I'm so sorry for everyone who has tagged me. I'm getting to those videos. If you want to keep tagging me, that's fine. I love doing tag videos. I've just gotten kind of behind on videos lately, so I am going to do better, I promise. But the whole gist of this tag is Rihanna created 10 questions that she asked 10 other book bloggers on YouTube, and we're going to answer them and then come up with 10 questions of our own and then tag another 10 women on BookTube to answer those questions. So let's just get started. So question number 1 is, what is your favorite fantasy book? And for me personally, I'm just going to have to go with any of the Harry Potter books because that's what got me into the fantasy world. I wasn't really into those types of books before, so I'm going to have to give credit where credit is due. Question number 2, what is your favorite book to movie adaptation? And I'm going to have to go with The Maze Runner. And I'm saying this because they made some pretty big changes that made sense to make it from a book to a movie adaptation, and I appreciated that. One of the biggest things is the telepathy element. I have never seen that done well in a movie, and I'm glad that they just kind of like nixed that because that's just cringeworthy in movies. So I think that was one of my favorite book to movie adaptations because they did so well adapting it to the big screen, and that's kind of what the question's all about. Question number 3, what is your favorite genre to read? And I'm going to have to say young adult fantasy. I have a real love and place in my heart for young adult fantasy. I do like adult fantasy too, but sometimes I just don't want to dedicate an entire year to trying to read an adult fantasy series because those things are massive, which is fine because I enjoy getting into that world. But young adult, I feel like everything's a little bit more concentrated, so you can just get everything that you want from a fantasy book in a shorter time period, and sometimes I just crave that, so I have more time to read other books. Question number 4, who are your 3 favorite characters and why? And I'm going to have to go with a perfect trio, Ron, Harry, and Hermione. They are one of my favorite friend groups ever, and I love that there was no love triangle going on there, and that they're just this amazing little group of friends, and each of them have their amazing qualities to themselves, so they can stand apart too. So this tag might turn into a Harry Potter tag. It's possible. Question number 5, have you ever met any authors in real life? Well, by the time this video goes up, I will have met Victoria Schwab. Yes, the author of A Darker Shade of Magic and Vicious and some young adult series too, and I will have met her. I'm planning on putting this video up on Friday, so I met her yesterday. So the answer to this question is yes, I did. Question number 6, what is your favorite thing about being a booktuber? And I'm going to have to say the community. I know I talk about this all the time. I love the booktube community. The booktube community is awesome, but it's so true. They're amazing. I mean, it's done so much to just lift me up in my personal life to feel more confident about myself as well. So just having that community there has pushed me to read new things. It's pushed me to do new things in my outside life and just makes me feel like a happier person all around. So it's got to be the community. Question number 7, what is one piece of advice that you would give to booktubers starting up? Back to the community thing, guys. Connect with people. Go out and find other booktubers that are starting out with you because you can really build a friendship and you guys understand what each other are going through as you're starting your YouTube channels. So I think that's one of the most important things is seek out other booktubers that you want to make a relationship with. Find someone who you think you're going to connect with based on what you read, their videos, kind of the things that they're doing with their channel, and build that relationship and that bond because it's going to help you in the long run. It's going to make you feel so much more confident about the videos that you put out, and it's going to make you much happier at the end of the day. Question number 8, do you write, and if so, what do you write? I do write. I love to write. I have lots of ideas in my head, and I just write a little bit of everything. One of my favorite things to write, though, is definitely fantasy, and I just like creating these little worlds. I have ever since I was little. I've just always wanted to make up this world outside of my own where I could build characters that can go and explore this world and have adventures, and that's something that never went away with age. So I do still write, and a lot of it is fantasy based. Also some dystopian based stuff, just because I think that's really intriguing to kind of see the world through a different lens and what it could be in the future if we essentially screw up everything. Question number 9, what are you currently reading? At this very moment, I'm currently finishing up I'll Give You the Sun by Jan D. Nelson. I'm enjoying it. I don't love it as much as The Skies Everywhere, but if you're really into very atmospheric writing and writing that is just very lyrical and descriptive, then this is a book that you will probably enjoy. It's also contemporary, so if you smack all those things together and you like the way that sounds, then you should pick it up. Question number 10, if you wrote a book about your life, what would it be called? Oh man. I guess I would have to call it Rain, Rain, Go Away, because that's just something that one of my childhood bullies used to sing to me, just because it was mean, because my middle name's Rain and everything. So I would do it that, not to give that satisfaction that it got to me, but just because I took that and I was just like, in my mind, I was like, whatever, there's a song about me, that's cool, I'm not going to let it get to me. So I'd have to do that, because if it was going to be a memoir type thing, I guess it would be exploring important parts of my life. So I guess that would be the all-encompassing thing about just kind of persevering through some difficult situations, enjoying the good ones, and always having a positive outlook on life. So yeah, if you're writing a book, don't steal my title. So now I'm going to tag 10 wonderful book vloggers and just some female booktubers that I really look up to and that inspire me and just make me feel super awesome when I watch their videos. And then I'm going to ask you guys the question. So I'm going to tag Gretchen from Chic Nerd Reads, Trina from Between Chapters, Brie May from her channel Brie May, Samantha from Novels and Nonsense, Franny from Franny in the Pages, and Shelby from The Eclectic Aficionado, Alexis from Shelf Life Extension, Ariana from Impression Blend, Alexandra from The Books Buzz, and Leia from Hi I Love Books. Okay ladies, here are your 10 questions. What book would you recommend to a non-reader? If you had to describe your perfect book in 3 words, what would those 3 words be? If you could bring back any character in a book from the dead, what character would it be? What is your favorite bookish store? Who is your literary OTP? If you could eat only one candy from the Harry Potter universe, what candy would you choose? Is there a book that you really wish would become a movie? What is your favorite fictional creature? If you were to get a literary tattoo, what would it be? And finally, if you could merge 2 books together, what 2 books would they be? What would the new synopsis be? And what would you title that book? Technically, that's like 3 questions all merged into one, but we're just gonna count it as one because I really want to know. Okay guys, that has been it for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and link Brianna's channel in the down bar below, as well as all of the amazing, awesome ladies that I mentioned and tagged. They will be down there too, along with the questions, and all of the information will be down there, so check it out. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay weird.